Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alma Ulin Nazli. I am student of English department at the University of Ibnu Khaldun Bogor in the 3rd semester. Now I will talk about what is the role of sociolinguistics in life. Before we talk about what is the role of sociolinguistics in life, it is good for we to know what sociolinguistics is. Sociolinguistics is a branch of linguistics that examines the relationship between language and the community of speakers. This language is a contextual study of variations in the use of community language in a natural communication. The language used by a person is influenced by his social background, age, gender, educational background, as well as his social position. Again and again, we can conclude that sociolinguistics is a branch of linguistics that studies the use of language in society. In principle, we can understand that sociolinguistics as a branch of knowledge that seeks to understand the use of language in society by paying attention to several social variables that surround speakers in a given community group, which examines by utilizing studies of sociology, that is, sociolinguistics. In this era, sociolinguistic studies are very important because humans speak in various domains and situations. And of course, we have to be able to speak with the right language. We have to consider the realm and the situation. We live in a society, and every society has its rules. And the rules in society must be understood so that its members can speak appropriately in the context of society. When we speak, we will always relate to the norms that exist in society. Then next, we will talk a little about how sociolinguistics operates. If we analyze the gender variable, it will feel different. Speaking with men and women is different. Then from the age variable, the language used by or for parents will be different from that of young children. For example, a young person who calls an older person with their own name or just you. That is one example of impolite speech from young people to older people in Indonesia. Whereas a younger person should call an older person using the words sir or ma'am. Then, from other social variables such as work variables or ethnicity and others, it shows that when we speak with different people or speech partners, we must use different linguistic features so that we can communicate appropriately, meaningfully, and politely. Here, we focus on two main variables. The first is the language variable, and the second is the social variable, where the language variable has the dependent nature and the social variable has the independent nature. Language variable is dependent or variable that change or is influenced, while social variables are independent or fixed variables that influence. This social variable is a factor in the birth of differences in the use of language in society. According to doctoral professor Fatur Rahman, sociolinguistic approaches that can be used are through sociolinguistics, ethnology, and anthropology. From here, we can take examples of what Sundanese speak in Indonesian, what the Javanese speak in Indonesian, and the Madurese who use Indonesian in speaking. Then, if we study sociolinguistics well, we will get benefits such as when we learn and understand the use of language in society, we will automatically be trained to use language according to the context. Because language is very contextual, we can adapt to various social conditions in which we live. We can talk to family, community, or when we hang out with our friends in a different way or with the right portion. When we communicate based on sociolinguistic scholarship, it will make our communication more meaningful because we understand how to speak according to the realm and the situation correctly. Then the next benefit is related to the appreciation of the language of others. As one example, in our society, there is a tendency that people who speak in a way that is not accordance with the rule of Indonesian language are said to be wrong. But when we study and understand sociolinguistics, we are able to avoid justification of right or wrong. Because each person's speech actually keeps its own rationality. And when we study and understand sociolinguistics, it can make us more wise in dealing various human problems, especially issues related to communication. Sociolinguistic-based communication is also useful in leading an organization. At least when we have to study and are able to understand sociolinguistics, that's some of the benefits, and finally, we understand what the role of sociolinguistics in our lives. I think our discussion this time is enough to end here. If there is a mistake, I apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.